Welcome to Hawaii, You Say, Part 3. Hello, everyone. I'm back with the most vibrant journey of exploring Hawaii, where the blue waters embrace the smooth white sands at Keed Beach, along with the majestic Kalalea Mountains rising high. Each sunrise at Pearl Harbor brings a unique color. Each wave caressing the sandy shores of Oahu North Shore tells a different story. From the Makapuu Point Lighthouse overlooking the vast ocean to Kiholo Bay with its warm waters, Hawaii always makes me feel small before its natural beauty. Today, I will take you to explore each little corner and each truest experience that you may have never known before. If you like what I share, please hit the like button right now to let me know you are here. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next wonderful destinations. Let us start this adventure together. Giant warship witnesses the end of World War II at Pearl Harbor. The sun shines brightly on the vast bay. The water is blue with an average depth of 40 feet and a total area of nearly 5 square miles. When I set foot on the harbor named after the American Navy, I feel the atmosphere heavy with memories and solemnity. According to the traces of time, Pearl Harbor is the place that bears the marks of the event on December 7, 1941-41. USS Arizona Memorial is located exactly at the position where the ship once sank, causing 1,177 sailors to lose their lives. The elegant white architecture, 174 feet long, stretches across the water. You will encounter drops of oil rising from the ship sunk at the bottom of the sea. The locals call this Arizona Tears. Exactly 80 years have passed, but the oil still seeps out every day as if the souls of the soldiers are still there. Unlike the joyful atmosphere of tourist spots in Hawaii, Pearl Harbor offers a profound feeling. Visitors are asked to remain silent at the memorial. You will find yourself touched by the names of the deceased engraved on the white marble wall. Do not bring a large bag because of strict security regulations. Pearl Harbor is a necessary stop for anyone who wants to understand deeply about world history and American history. The most beautiful hiking trail in Hawaii leads to the legendary Lighthouse. I climbed a path 1.3 miles long leading to the Makapuu Point Lighthouse, standing tall since 1909 on a height of 400 feet above sea level. This lighthouse impresses with its giant 12 feet diameter lens. You will be amazed to know this is the largest Fresnel lens in the United States. The light from this lighthouse reaches out 27 miles into the sea guiding ships through the Kauai Channel between the islands of Oahu and Molokai. Along the journey, I stopped many times to admire the humpback whales migrating in winter. According to the locals, January to March is the ideal time to observe these giant creatures. Even more impressive is the Molokai archipelago in the distance, appearing through the early fog. Unlike the nearby Diamond Head Lighthouse, Makapuu does not allow visitors inside. But in return from here, you can see the islands of Manana and Kauhikaipu up close. I learned that the name Makapuu comes from ancient Hawaiian and means wide open eyes. The native people tell a story about a wizard with large eyes who lived here. Summer here, the temperature can reach 85 degrees Fahrenheit. People should bring along a bottle of water because the hike can make you sweat a lot. The most valuable hiking experience in Hawaii. I once searched for a place to soothe the soul, and Koko Head in Oahu opened before me like a perfect dancer dressed in bright blue. The mountain, 1,200 feet tall, stands proudly before the blue sea of Hawaii. Step onto the trail with 1,100 steps is the first challenge many people give up midway when sweat drips under the tropical sun. I slowly move ahead, my heart beats fast and my breath is heavy. Keep pushing a little more. I encourage myself. Compared to Diamond Head, which is always crowded with visitors, Koko has a special peacefulness. This is a place where local people often practice in the early morning, feeling each step on the old railroad tracks. Koko Summit grants a worthy reward after effort climbing. The view of Hāmākua Bay with deep blue water stretches out below, while behind is the majestic Kilauea mountain range. Every angle makes you feel small in the beauty of nature. Bring 3 liters of water and a wide-brimmed hat. Do not worry about the cost because this trail is completely free. A major advantage compared to other attractions on the island of Oahu that have quite high entrance fees. Traveling North Oahu in the style of locals experiencing authentic Hawaii. When I experienced the north shore of Oahu, Hawaii, my heart resonated with the rhythm of the pipeline waves. The waves here reach heights of 30 feet in the winter, making this ocean a holy place for brave surfers from all over the world. Do you know everything in the North Shore has its own unique tone? Halewa is the heart of this area, with pastel-colored surf shops and restaurants that are authentically Hawaiian. Standing here, you can clearly feel the difference compared to the busy Waikiki. North Oahu is much more peaceful, intimate, and genuine. Summer, the sea calm and blue sweet, wonderful for swimming and watching sea turtles at Laniakea Beach. But winter, the waves fierce, make surfers have to admire the competition. Triple Crown of surfing takes place every year. Gather the best surfers in the world. I tasted garlic shrimp at the food trucks Giovanni and Romy. The fresh flavors were so good that I had to order a second portion. Traditional shave ice at Matsumoto cooled me off after I walked along Pupukea. The North Shore of Oahu is not completely perfect. During peak season, Kamehameha Highway often has traffic jams. Prices are more expensive than other areas, but the feeling of standing on the shore watching surfers conquer the giant waves is truly priceless. Never seen the beauty of Mokulua Islands like on TikTok. This morning, I woke up when the sun had just appeared on the horizon. 2 small islands, Mokulua, are located about 1.5 miles off the coast of Kailua, creating a stunning scene before my eyes. People often refer to them as Na Mokulua, or the Mokis, meaning 2 islands in the Hawaiian language. The larger northern island is about 210 feet tall, while the smaller southern island is home to many rare seabird species. I chose the time to come here in June when the sea is calm, which is great for kayaking. You can rent a kayak for $40 a day at Kailua Beach. A small note is that only the northern island is open to visitors, while the southern island is a special bird sanctuary. A small white sand beach on the North Island has rocks that create many natural small pools, perfect for observing colorful coral and fish. It feels really great to swim with turtles in the clear water. The trip back in the afternoon is when the wind is stronger, creating a small challenge for the new kayak paddler. Mokulua is a unique place that you should not miss when visiting Oahu. Bring water sunscreen and underwater camera equipment to capture this great moment. Eat the best tuna in Hawaii at a reasonable price at Sea House Restaurant Napili Bay. I arrive at Napili Bay in Maui, Hawaii, with tanned skin and surprised eyes. This morning, I woke up to the sound of gentle waves lapping. The blue sea like jade embraced the golden crescent-shaped beach. I swam with the sea turtles and brightly colored fish. A local person said that the coral in Maui is being devastated by climate change, but the waters in Napili have still preserved their natural beauty. December to April is the perfect time to see migrating humpback whales. You can see them spouting from a distance. Winter waves are 30 feet high, a paradise for surfers. Summer is calmer, better for beginners like me. Everything in Napili is within walking distance. I saved a lot of money staying in an ocean view apartment instead of an expensive resort near Lahaina. The Sea House restaurant right by the beach has delicious ahai tuna. In the morning, I bought coffee at the corner shop. They served very friendly. From this beach, you can see the island of Molokai. In the distance, the white clouds embrace the mountain peak. The feeling is truly peaceful. Napili Bay is a beautiful place to enjoy true Hawaii.
Explore Kauai Island, the place Hollywood chose to film Jurassic Park and Avatar. On the first day in Kauai, I immediately felt the gentle breeze and the smell of salt water. This fourth largest island in the Hawaiian chain is truly different from the familiar images of Waikiki or Maui. You will soon understand why this place is called the Garden Island. The Napili Coast Trail astonishes me, with 3,000 feet high cliffs rising straight from the sea. My friends on the boat continuously expressed admiration. Waikapala'e Cave holds ancient stories of the native Hawaiians, where they used to hide and worship their ancestors. Kauai also possesses Waimea Canyon National Park, 3,700 feet deep, 10 miles wide. Compare the Grand Canyon, which is much larger, but the shade of green from the vegetation here creates a unique beauty that Arizona cannot have. Kauai cuisine is rich in Hawaii style, but maintains its uniqueness with fresh poke and ripe tropical fruits from local farms. Unlike the bustling and expensive Honolulu, Kauai offers a friendly atmosphere and more affordable prices. Rain is a common thing here, especially at Waialeale Mountain with an annual rainfall of 460 inches. But thanks to this, the waterfalls and forests are lush and green. The native people call rain anuenue. They believe that it is a blessing from the gods. I recommend you spend many days to explore all the beauty here. Garden Island always welcomes those who love nature and want to find a true Hawaii. If you find it helpful, please like, to support me, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to update the latest places. An adventure to Keep Beach, the end of the road and the beginning of wilderness. When I arrived at Keep Beach in Hawaii, my feelings overflowed my soul. This beach is located at the northernmost point of the island of Kauai, the end of the 11-mile-long Kuhio Highway. It is one of the safest beaches in Kauai, with natural coral reefs creating a wonderful shallow lagoon for swimming and snorkeling. But I see families with children enjoying themselves here because the water is calm and clear. You need to arrive early because the parking lot only has 130 spaces, and you have to reserve in advance. The starting point of the famous Kalalea Trail is also from here, but I recommend that you wear sturdy hiking shoes because the trail is rugged. But what sets Key apart from Waikiki is its tranquility. While Waikiki bustles with high-rise hotels and crowds, Key remains untouched, backed by the majestic Napili Mountains, rising 4,000 feet into the sky. It is important to note that in winter there are big waves, so it is not safe to swim. The opening hours are from 6 in the morning to 7 in the evening. Please bring food and drinks because there is no shop selling them here. But what impresses me the most is when the sunset descends. The light of the last day creates bright colors on the surface of the water, even though it takes 2 hours to drive from Kalihiwai Airport. It is worth every minute. A corner of pure Hawaii nature is waiting for you at Key Beach. Kalalea Mountains, an amazing 360-degree view. The sun had just risen when I stood at the foot of Kalalea Mountains in Kauai, Hawaii. This mountain, rising 1,680 feet, is referred to by locals as King Kong because it resembles a giant face lying on its back, looking up at the sky. Then, 15 minutes walking on the trail, we encountered a couple from Australia. They were very friendly when they shared that Kalalea is completely different from Diamond Head in Oahu. While Diamond Head is always filled with tourists with modern dining options and carefully built paths, Kalalea still remains very wild with natural trails without signs. Finally meeting, I chose to come here early in the morning to avoid the heat of 91 degrees Fahrenheit, along with the high humidity of this tropical area. When I climbed to the highest point accessible after 2 hours, I was overwhelmed by the 360-degree view of the entire northeastern Kauai, with lush green fields stretching all the way to the beach. Several found helpful advice for you. Kalalea is not suitable for beginners because the trail is quite slippery, especially after rain. There are no restrooms or water selling points along the way, so you need to prepare everything thoroughly before starting this adventure. The most beautiful bay in Kauai that Booking.com does not introduce. My feet just touched the fine sand at Kalihiwai, and my eyes opened wide in front of the deep blue bay. This beach is located in the north of Kauai Island, about 4 miles from Princeville, and is a hidden gem that few tourists know about. I found my way to Kalihiwai Bay after talking to local people. Unlike the crowded Hanalei Bay, this beach is peaceful with a sparse number of people. Fine sand and big waves, perfect for surfing. Summer is the best time to swim here. As for winter, just sit and watch professional surfers conquer waves that are 14 feet high. The water here is stronger than the beaches in South Kauai, so be careful when going into the ocean. Kalihiwai River flows into the ocean, creating a wonderful freshwater area for those who want to relax. You can kayak upstream, enjoying the rich tropical vegetation of Hawaii and feel one with nature. Compared to Honolulu, Kalihiwai has fewer amenities, but offers a sense of closeness to real Hawaiians. There are no noisy bars, there are no bustling shopping areas, only the sound of waves crashing on the shore and the wind blowing through the palm trees. Do not forget to bring food and drinks, because this area does not have dining services, and most importantly, bring a camera to capture the beauty of this pure Hawaii beach.
Explore Kilauea with the survivors after the eruption 2018. The strange feeling when standing before the mountain that is only 4,072 feet high is much lower than many other volcanoes in the world, but its power makes my heart tremble. Lava from Kilauea quietly flows into the sea, creating new land for the island every day. Did you know that Kilauea is one of the most continuously active volcanoes on Earth? Since 1983, lava has been continuously erupting, adding more than 500 acres to Hawaii. When visiting Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, I was overwhelmed by the contrasting landscapes. One side had vibrant, lush tropical rainforest, while next to it was a barren, black desert created by solidified lava. This is very different from the peaceful Mount Fuji in Japan or the fierce Mount Etna in Italy. Hawaiians call Kilauea the home of the goddess Pele. They believe that her fury creates eruptions, but it is also Pele who gifts fertile land to the people. I can feel this reverence when I listen to the locals tell stories. Your advice is to especially check the activity status of the volcano before going, because changes happen quickly. In front of this power of nature, I truly feel small, but this is a feeling that you must experience once in your life.
Living slowly in Hilo and bustling in Kona, a journey to explore the two faces of Big Island. Warm sunlight touches the skin as I step onto the largest island of Hawaii, Big Island, as if it is a small world, embracing every experience. As at Mauna Kea, which is 13,000 feet high, I counted countless stars through the world's leading telescope. A few hours ago, I was swimming in the ocean. Now I am shivering in 5 layers of clothing. Big Island is like that. You can experience 11 climate zones in the same day. Kailua, Kona to the west is always dry with a beach of silver sand and friendly people who are open to visitors. In contrast, Hilo to the east has a lot of rain with lush green trees and people who live slowly and appreciate nature. Red lava from Kilauea flows into the blue sea, creating a mystical white smoke. I once thought volcanoes were only dangerous, but here they create life. The black soil, newly formed from molten lava 50 years ago, now has young plants growing. I am overwhelmed by Pololu Valley with steep black cliffs, gray sand, and powerful waves. But the biggest surprise is Kona coffee. The delicate flavor that does not need sugar made me buy 5 bags to take home. Standing in the middle of Big Island, you belong to all the elements: fire from the volcano, water from the cascading waterfalls, air from the forests, and earth from the fertile valleys. From sugarcane plantation to tropical paradise, the transformation journey of Hāmākua Coast. The winding road along the northeast coast of Big Island, Hawaii, opens up before the eyes a green world. Each waterfall, hundreds of feet high, cascades down the cliffs, creating a soothing sound that calms the weary soul. I discovered that this place used to be the center for growing sugarcane in Hawaii, but today has transformed into an area for growing macadamia nuts, ginger, and bananas. You will feel fear and excitement when walking on the Kole Bridge, the iron bridge that is 60 feet above the water. Standing and admiring the Waipio Valley from above, the area known as the Valley of the Kings, I am overwhelmed by the 2,000 feet high cliffs and the beautiful black sand beach. Through my conversation with the local resident, Keone, I gained a better understanding of the agricultural culture here. He said that Hāmākua is the place where his ancestors worked on the sugarcane fields for 5 generations. When you are hungry, Akaka Falls State Park is the perfect stop. The waterfall, 422 feet tall, cascades down, creating a cool mist on your skin. I would like to share a tip. Go in the early morning to avoid the crowds of tourists. Compared to the Kona coast on the west side of the island, Hāmākua has a wild, moist beauty and is less crowded. In Kona, the beach is filled with sunshine, but in Hāmākua, the rain creates a fresh green color for the entire land. Hawaii Sea Diving Great Snorkeling Spot in the Kohala region. This morning I stopped at Kohala, the oldest land of Hawaii. Mount Kohala rises 5,268 feet, standing tall like a silent guardian of this land for centuries. If you are fascinated by ancient culture, Mukini Heiau is a must-stop. The temple is over 1,500 years old and leaves me in awe of the craftsmanship of the ancients. Here I feel a sacred atmosphere surrounding my mind as I stand on the land where royal Hawaiian prayer ceremonies once took place. Unlike the lively Kona or the humid Hilo, Kohala has a distinct peaceful charm. The gentle sun and cool breeze allow me to clearly feel the slow pace of life of the local people. They still preserve their native culture despite being influenced by modern tourism. Walking along the shore of Pololu Valley, I admired the steep cliffs jutting out into the ocean. To reach the beautiful black sand beach, you have to walk about half a mile on a steep trail. The sweat drips, but it is worth it when stepping into the cool water and watching the waves crash against the shore. Kohala has 2 opposing sides. The west is dry with luxurious resorts. The east is lush with vast cattle farms. Gliding through the green plantations, I stopped at a small farm to enjoy the world-famous fragrant Kona coffee. Capture the moment of sunset at Kiholo Bay. The sunlight of Hawaii visits my skin as I walk on the black sand of Kiholo Bay. This place is truly different from many beaches on Big Island. After walking about 2 miles from the parking area, I am welcomed by the bright blue water, embracing the patches of pure black lava rocks. Do not worry when you see turtles resting on the beach. They need time to bask in the sun. Keep a distance of 30 feet to protect this rare species. If Hanalei Bay in Kauai is famous for its calm waters and lush scenery, then Kiholo Bay attracts with its wild beauty, featuring lava rocks compared to busy Waikiki in Oahu. Kiholo provides a rare peace on the island. I tried snorkeling here and admired the diverse coral world. The special thing at Kiholo is the freshwater lake Queen Bath, hidden behind the lush palm forest. but I have to admit that the road is quite challenging. Please wear sturdy shoes because the volcanic rocks are sharp and uneven. Fall and winter are ideal for visiting when the temperatures are more comfortable. Furthermore, this place does not have public restrooms or shops, so prepare well before the trip. Kiholo Bay is truly a place where nature bestows wonderful gifts for people who love nature. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey of exploration from the quiet beaches of Kauai to the Hāmākua Coasts with its steep cliffs. Every step on the Kalihiwai sand, every time I watch the sunset at the Kohala region are moments I want to share with you. Whether it is the Koko Mountains with their unique landscapes or the clear waters at Big Island, each place leaves its own mark in my heart. Hawaii is not just a destination, but also a feeling, an experience I want to share with you through each video. If you find it helpful, you can like to support me. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to get the latest updates on new places. See you again at New Horizons. Wonderful experiences are waiting for us ahead. In Alaska, each place holds its own unique beauty that I can never forget. At Denali National Park, I felt the deep silence beneath the highest mountain in North America and witnessed brown bears roaming freely. Nick Glacier with its pure ice blue, where the cracking sounds of the ice create a strange echo. Tongass National Forest is the largest remaining temperate rainforest. I saw 800-year-old trees and bald eagles hunting over streams filled with salmon. At Unalaska, I was shocked standing in the historic fishing village with the old ship graveyard under the sea. The Alaska State Fair features giant pumpkins weighing nearly 2,200 pounds, and concerts held under the late-night sun of the Arctic summer. And then there's Baranof Island, where I soaked in a natural hot spring in the middle of winter with the temperature at -4 degrees Fahrenheit, watching humpback whales breaching nearby. If you want to see these incredible moments, check out the next video.